Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. Because we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Air Force Falcons. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run the option. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Gets the first and still running. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know just like me, you're a big fan of the armed services and what they do, not just for our country, but what they do on Saturday afternoons, the style of football that they play. I would argue that Air Force's quarterback going back for decades to the Fisher DeBerry era, they run the option as well as anybody. We're seeing that here today.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running pretty much any formation, but the key still is being able to seal the edge.
Can he reach the end zone? Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Hands off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. Just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff on. Just a lot of open field.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And the quarterback keeps it here. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll try the option play here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's got it now inside the 10. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
Looking to pass this time. That's caught. It's Cook. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The back's got it on the pitch. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Pitch play to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle with the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
How about this, Chris? When was the last time we could talk about this happening? A throw to a fullback to pick up the first down. The defense completely forgot about it.
Looking for some space. It's Edwards. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back in motion now. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability that still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
Quarterback looking to scramble. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Send the back in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fights through a tackle. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach when he said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
They're going to run the option. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. Kicking team out for the PAT try. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Again, makes it second and medium. The corner is now playing a couple yards off the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. With the catch, it's Kennedy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ringo. 3:25.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Powerful running here.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And the field goal is good. That puts them back on top.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. So we reach the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Falcons will line up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pitch to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Fighting off the defender. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. And they'll set up with PAT. And they knock through the PAT, so it's a 4-point game, 28-24. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. This year they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. He finds the running back in the flat. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
It's an option look. QB decides to keep it here. He'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Falcons looking to use the up-tempo offense here. We'll try to run it with the option. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7. Now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Falcons will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
When he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the option play. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Memphis. A fumble return for 6. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down now after the sack. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The sure hands. It's Kennedy. Tackle made after a big...
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. As the first down, still on the move. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
The Falcons with 1st and 10 here. tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. They'll run the option. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Falcons looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run it. It's Kennedy. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Air Force. They'll take the lead in the second half. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
A pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Pressure is coming. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Falcons look to keep this drive moving. They're going to run the option. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Trying to find room. It's Kennedy. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Back in motion now. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
He's looking deep here. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Send the back in motion. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. And looking to throw now on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. That's reeled in. It's Kennedy. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
It's an option look. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. You give it to the big fullback here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Falcons will look to convert here on 4th down. Try to run it with the option. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Falcons come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense... And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
And the quarterback just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.